Welcome to Cyburbia, a city like nothing you've ever seen. Imagine yourself strolling through this epic cyberpunk metropolis, surrounded by neon-lit streets and high-tech gadgets that'll blow your mind. And get this, they're holograms, like literally carving through the skies. It's nuts. You will not believe the urban adventures waiting for you here. There's wild parties, high-rise apartments, and light rails soaring hundreds of feet in the air. It's like living in the future, I kid you not. Cyburbia has 4 districts, each packed with cutting-edge technology and jaw-dropping sights. We'll start off with the mesmerizing Weavers District, the beating heart of Cyburbia's advertising and holographic marvels. Weavers use special redstone-programmed wool patterns to move images on message boards and even throughout the air. Their patented triple hollow systems can be seen around the city, making gorgeous illusions dance through the clouds. Folks who work in the Weavers District like to surround themselves with their own creations, using their off hours to tinker with old holograms and thread screens. And if you ever insult a Weaver, get ready for a contest. They will challenge you to a threading battle in Cyburbia's central square. In the battle, 2 sets of dispensers will feed randomly colored programmable threads out to the contestants, who have to incorporate their threads into the very same piece, and whoever recreates the artwork the best wins the tournament and gains massive fame across the Weavers District, for that week at least. Huge crowds gather to judge their performance, watching the hologrammer thread screen flip between images and shouting their approval, and whoever gets the loudest crowd wins. Weavers make a lot of material for the Arcade District, the funhouse of Cyburbia. The arcades are open all day and all night, 24/7 fun and excitement for everyone. You can enjoy classic video game cabinets, huge VR arenas where your friends can watch you fight, drive, and fly. These insane environments and settings already provide enough entertainment to last a lifetime. But the Arcade District is always coming up with something new. Finally, there's the peak of the Arcade District's technology, the end-digit device. This gadget brings gamers to the digital realm, a copy of Cyburbia and other cyber cities where they can game in a true physical environment with multiple game modes: adventure, survival, and creative. There's even mod packs and maps you can purchase to enhance your experience. The signature of players using the end-digit device actually shows up in Cyburbia. Keep an eye out for holographic torchlights on the street. It means someone is playing in the digital realm nearby. Now, the Arcade District may seem like it's all fun and games, but it serves a vital role in keeping Cyburbia running. The enemies that gamers fight in the digital realm are bugs that threaten Cyburbia's security and electronic infrastructure. If gamers take too much time off, they'll start spilling over into the real world, wrecking machines and ruining everyone's good time. In fact, the Arcade District has enjoyed a decrease in code bugs up until now, under the leadership of Maxine Veridan, but recently gamers have reported a cloaked figure not registered on the EDD coaxing new code bugs into existence. Now, gamers actually like to spend their off hours away from the screen, launching themselves into huge dance floors with shifting light patterns and heavy bass music alongside their co-workers. There are different floors for punk rock, metal, rap, EDM, and even a floor for swing dancing. They'll party all night until the Fabricators deliver their coffee and tea in the morning, and then it's right back to work in the district that never sleeps. Speaking of fabricators, this fine district of machinists, assembly workers, and mechanics keeps the buzz and bustle of our fair city operating within safe limits. Red rails and light rails need tune-ups, holograms need to be Windexed, and even the smallest broken toy needs to be repaired. Whenever duty calls, the hardworking, loyal, and above all, happy fabricators of Cyburbia are there to help. But they're not just wizards with drills and ratchets, they're also the premier culinary experts of Cyburbia. A well-made cake takes precision, time, patience, and pressure from one supervisor, and the fabricators have all 4 of these in spades, making the best catering services in our digital paradise. You may have heard of demonstrations or protests from the fabricators recently, but this was actually a joint exercise between districts. Management gave the workers the chance to put on their own art exhibit, and everyone had a great time. Unfortunately, the partying led to an outage, localized entirely to the Fabricators District, so everyone had to go back to work a little sooner than expected. Luckily, the Lightrunners were right on time to deliver much-needed supplies. Speaking of the last but certainly not least district, Lightrunners are in charge of delivering all packages throughout the city and operating our red rail systems. You can spot the airborne roads used by red rails by the holographic caution and directional signs littered about, but most of them run underground or between buildings. You'll never see the trains go by thanks to the Lightrunners. They've learned how to make these locomotives move instantly from place to place, carrying food, supplies, and even physical information to those who need it. But the Lightrunners aren't just glorified porters. They also serve the city's emergency medical staff, ready to stitch you up faster than the naked eye can see. Simply put an emergency call on your personalized tablet, verify an emergency with the city's two-factor authentication software, and you'll be fixed in no time. Now we've told you about the districts, but we haven't told you about the structure that governs Cyburbia. It's called management. Management is here to care for your every need, want, and desire, anything you could possibly think of. Just speak with your supervisor, who will speak to their supervisor, who will speak to their supervisor, who will get around to it. And if your request happens to get buried in Cyburbia's dense digital architecture or eaten by code bugs in the digital realm, management will give you a paid vacation in the arcade district as a hearty apology, something to tide you over while they get back to work on your request. The four biggest public faces of management are the district managers. Each one of these corporate officials is here to ensure that their individual district's issues are handled internally while offering support to the other districts. Maxine Veridan was initially from the Lightrunners District until she tested out with a high aptitude for creative production. Under her leadership, violence in virtual reality arenas and the presence of code bugs have both plummeted precipitously. Remember to report all code bug sightings to your supervisor. We're certain you just slipped into the digital realm for a few seconds. Jackson Spark Reed is in charge of the Fabricators District. Jackson hasn't been the most popular district manager, but he came into office with the full plate. He maintains a strong personal connection with those he grew up with, his colleagues on the assembly line. It's these personal relationships that lead to his admittedly slow but steady progress in making the Fabricators District a machine of productivity and efficiency that Cyburbia can be proud of. And we're proud of Jackson for staying grounded. Next is Helena Stratos, responsible for the Lightrunners District. Helena's been in the game a long time, but she always finds new ways to surprise us. Lightrunners have been the lifeblood of Cyburbia's supply chain since it was founded, using our patented red rail system to move trains from location to location instantly. Helena herself invented personal applications for this technology, allowing Lightrunners to teleport wherever they want, whenever they want, according to their 38-hour shift schedules. Helena is deeply invested in Cyburbia's community, providing round-the-clock medical support. Did you meet a stray creeper in the woods? Did you ignore the obvious caution signs near our red rail systems? Are you a light runner who passed out mid-shift thanks to exhaustion? The Light Runner medical staff is ready to help in the blink of an eye. Finally, Dr. Ethan Azure manages the Weavers District, the artistic and cultural hub of Cyburbia. The programmable wool we use for advertising boards, thread screens, and holograms around the city may have been invented long ago, but Dr. Azure has still pushed the ever-creative Weavers to new heights. His daughter Kycelia personally created the Walking Man hologram towering above Cyburbia. The Weavers are currently enjoying more time off, more time with friends and family, and seeing an overall boost in productivity. Any rumors that the rest of management looks down on Dr. Azure or thinks he's making them look bad can be safely put to rest. Management loves the good doctor's newest productivity reports, even as they take completely divergent approaches to their own districts. The diversity of viewpoints in management is a strength that keeps the entirety of Cyburbia on the long march towards progress. And finally, there's Nexus. So join our city in adventure and explore the wonders of Cyburbia for yourself. Download the map now and uncover the city's mysteries firsthand. Get ready to immerse yourself in a cyberpunk paradise like never before.